Wow. Well. Welcome back to the channel. My name's Happy Catty Crypto. You can call me Jay. And welcome to the huddle. Now, if you're new here, we've been in this since the beginning. We didn't jump from, one coin to another. We're not chasing the trends here. We're interested in revitalizing a coin, not just talking about it, not just reporting about it, revitalizing the coin. That's what we set out to do. And that is what you have witnessed last night, or a few hours, three hours, maybe 4 hours ago now. You can stake your coins if you didn't know this. Lunc staking is re-enabled and you can delegate your coins to anybody you like. But folks, do be aware, okay? Staking is very important because we can already see that all nodes have got 19.85% voting power, and it just goes to show how much these big nodes scoop up of the market. And there's a lot of people with 0% commission rates, but what you need to be aware of, and this is what this video is specifically about, is discussing the commission rates, the way commission rates work and things like that. So let's pick, who should we pick? Let's go with Interstellar Lounge. So as you can see, we've got a good uptime. The uptime is pretty much exactly what it says there. And it's the uptime of the node. Does it ever go down and things like that? And this is really good. I don't think you can ever get 100% uptime, but I think it is possible, but just not of the way the system reads things. So its current commission rate is 0.90%, and they can change this to whatever they want as long as it's below their max amount they've set. Once you've chosen your max amount for your node, you are not able to change this ever again. You would need to create a whole new node to set this, and this is the same for the max daily change. So this means by tomorrow, this could be 1.90% without you knowing, because they don't need to tell you they're doing this because they've already told you they can change it daily. So it's always important to remember who you're staking with, why you're staking with them. And it's not just you're getting rewards, you're providing vote power, you're providing utility, and most importantly, you're providing vote power to these nodes. That's the one important thing, is about who do you want to be the most say and sway, so to speak. And you folks choose this by who you delegate with. And this is why there's a 20% cap, is to prevent anybody from getting out of control. And you can already see Orion Money are at 19.82%. LUNCDAO is down here. And as you can see, 15.90%. And you're going to ask me, well, Jay, who have you staked with? And I can tell you exactly who I've staked with. I'll get my Terra Station app up now on my phone. I'll go to my stake. And then what I'm going to do is choose my personal wallet for starters. And then go to delegations. And now on my screen, I can see who I've delegated with and how much is delegated. And I've got 2.3 million delegated with LUNCDAO, 2.3 million delegated with Interstellar Lounge, 300k staked with all nodes, and then 100k Lunc with 4chain.bull. And remember, if you redelegate, you have to wait 21 days until you can redelegate again. It can seem a little bit confusing when you're redelegating. So when the time comes for you folks, when you'd like to redelegate to our node, if that's something you would do, I will put a video up with clear instructions on how to do it, because it can seem like you're doing it the right way, but really you'd be delegating opposites just because it's a little bit confusing. And I myself got confused and redelegated coins in a test and redelegated them in reverse. So definitely going to need a little walkthrough guide for you folks on that. But there's so many nodes, and there's loads of nodes that are spinning back up now. We've got 90 validators on the active set. If we give this a refresh just to double check, and it's 90 validators on the active set. Once it reaches 130, that means that 130 validators are the true active set, and anyone outside of that becomes a non-active validator. And they have to have enough coins with them staked so they knock out the 130th validator, and everybody goes down one that's below that person that's just entered, so to speak. So it does turn into a delegation wars kind of situation. But do remember to look at all of these projects when you're staking with them. Always come to their, validators details, have a look at their website, view them on Terra Validators, because you can see them on the GIT hub. You can see everything about their node on there. And just always be careful, like I'm saying, as to who you're staking with and who you're providing voting power to, because the idea behind the node I created at first was it just to be a burn node. And then I thought, what better idea than to hand that node to the community to control via a governance system that has been designed out as a replica of the Terra Station governance, but we've actually got it on our own governance system. So it's absolutely 100% probably the best and most community-led initiative and node, which is non-profit. So it's really just one where I hope all of the community can really get under and really get their main community support and will and power into that one node, so we can gain that 20% max cap. And then when it comes down to governance votes, we can have a huge sway and a huge say over what happens. And with Lunc as well, he'll always want probably what we want. So it's likely that you'll always have at that point, if both of us could reach 20%, then at that point you would have a 40% vote power that would vote for the will of the community overall. And Lunc has beaten down so many really nasty proposals on the mainnet that were really snaky and put there for others to benefit whilst others suffer. And he has a really good heart and a really good soul, and he's the granddaddy, in my opinion, of Lunc burning, because he inspired me to start burning to start with. And with all the burn initiatives that are coming out now, getting the on-chain burn, getting the off-chain burn, it really looks like we're going to be cruising through the burns. So fingers crossed, sitting tight, just enjoying life right now that you can stake. You're getting your rewards daily, which you can withdraw anytime, and just bask in this glory, folks, because every community in crypto is sitting there right now wishing that they had that support that we have had the people pushing it that it has had, because SHIB's not been able to do anything like this. They're just over there all bickering amongst themselves whilst these developers run loops around them all with bone and leash. It's a joke. And it just goes to show how a community should run a coin. It shouldn't be down to the devs to make all of these decisions, and it's naughty. SHIB needs a proper governance system that's built around the holders and people that are holding bags. But at the same time, then you'd have issues with whales. So it's like, in my opinion, SHIB's like a failed experiment. And I know it's horrible to say that, but it's kind of the truth, because if you look at the supply distribution, it's not good. And you're never going to be able to fix that unless these whales sell all of their coins. And they're not going to do that because they know that they can control the price of a coin as it goes up and down and up and down and up and down. So I'm so happy to be part of the LUNACLASSIC community and to have seen the potential that I saw way before, and that I just wanted to help you all. I didn't want to profit from you. I didn't want to gain from you. I just wanted to help this movement reach the potential that it could. And we've brought all of these great people together back when it was just me at first. Then do you remember Mustafa? And then we went from Mustafa and I found Vegas, and Vegas was, I knew when I met him, I was like, this is the guy I need to team up with and ensure that I work with him. And a huge thank you to him. Huge thank you to everybody that has put work in. All of the devs at Terra Rebels who've just put so much work in. I know Zadar has been instrumental in keeping devs on point, keeping them like in, not so much like telling them what to do, neither, just guiding them and making sure that all of the meetings were being run and all of the correct points are being addressed. And there's so many people, and it's sad to say that I've just sat and procrastinated throughout all of this and really just like cussing out others and fudding. And I always say to these people, like, what have you actually done for the movement other than sit there and just be pretty toxic, so to speak? So there's these people always in crypto. Do remember that, folks. So it's 2 a.m. here in the UK. I'm buzzed like everybody else is, so I'm struggling to sleep, and I thought, you know what, I'm just going to do this video. I'm going to release it now because the huge part of the crypto community are in the USA, and our time zones are near opposite. So if I drop this one now, people will be able to, in the UK and other places, I'll be able to grab it in the morning, and the Americans will kind of get a little update now. And I kind of want to just get it out there on YouTube. It's not out there on YouTube enough, I feel, yet. So yeah, folks, stay safe out there. None of this is financial advice. Remember that. Do be careful who you stake with, who you delegate with, and all those things. Do understand the risks involved. And we'll catch you in the next one. If you haven't subscribed here, consider subscribing. Beware of scammers, doppelgangers, anybody pretending to be me. WhatsApp numbers, all of that malarkey. And I will catch you in the next one.